Today's trade and takeout is expect the best, prepare for the worst, and capitalize on what comes. But what does that exactly mean? So realistically, you should be going into every trade with some confidence. You should be expecting the best. And you can do this via having adequate position sizing and giving yourself room to breathe, not having a really, really tight stop like 10 pips away or anything like that. That's completely silly. You should be entering with a relatively small amount of capital first and scaling in. This is probably the most advisable way to get into a market rather than just chucking down a full position. You want to be careful. You want to be slightly adverse initially. Then, preparing for the worst means having a disaster stop. Where will you completely get out of the market when you're wrong? You've always got to think of when you're wrong. And the best way to do this is to think of objective measures. Maybe look at, average true range and setting a stop outside of there, because then you're basing it on data, not just your perception of where you should be wrong. And you can replicate that over time and then measure it and test consistently. That is the importance of using objective measures. Capitalize on what comes. It means basically, ensure that if you do get onto a winner, that you are managing it as best possible. But equally, if you get onto a loser, you manage that as best possible as well. You might have to scale out if you start to lose. Now, these are advanced techniques, but it's important to note them so that you can move forward and understand where you need to get to, because otherwise, what is the point?